surprise for you.
Suspense. First time I saw you, I couldn't stop thinking about you.
No one has ever loved me the way you do. I feel like the luckiest woman in the world.
Kiara, wake up.
But nothing lasts forever.
You not getting my text?
You're still wearing it.
I didn't want us to end up like this.
Every time something gets too hard, you give up.
You have no idea how hard it was for me to leave.
But you still left, Miles.
The movers are here. That don't make any sense.
Try the back door.
Hey! Hey! You can't see me! This can't be real.
I remember a legend in Benin about a spirit that traps people in the house.
Move! What, you in here trying to do a seance?
The spirit's trying to communicate with us. What are you trying to tell us?
Why is this happening to us?
Whatever is in this house, what do you need us to know?
You burned down every single thing that we built together.
You're saying this is my fault? I gotta finish this.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Stay, arriving on Disney Plus as well as Hulu, part of HULUWEEN. Go check it out on October 8th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things Stay, I have writer, director, Jas Summers. How are you, Jas?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Thanks for the intro.
Oh, definitely, man. Appreciate you. So, Stay, your directorial debut, arriving on Hulu October 8th. Tell me how this came together. When did the idea, the light bulb go off to put pen to pad to put this story together? Because as I told you earlier, I did a little research. Love Jones, you and I both Love Jones cat, inspiration there for days. But where do we go from like a love story like that to like your directorial debut in like a supernatural horror joint?
Yeah, well, yeah, man. Well, it went off of a Love Jones vibe. Like I went to USC Film School, so on the way out, they talked about like directing ideas and things to get you out, or whatever like that. And so I wanted to do this love story in my mind, but then a professor had said, had asked us one time in class, like, what movies and genres are you, not really interested in, or at least interested in? And so one of the genres, I was like, well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna make a horror film or supernatural film. Like I just don't see it. Like it's not my vibe. And so they're like, well, that's what you have to make. You gotta make it. And so the idea came to me is like my aesthetic and my vibe is on some Love Jones. And so I was like, well, what if you took that and put it into a horror film? Like what is this, that vibe? What does that feel like? What does that look like? And so I did a short at USC Film School, did that, liked the idea, and then kind of like sat on it for a little while. And then wrote the feature and really just, wrote the feature script. It's very different than what this is, but it was the first draft or whatever, and so I just was living with that for a while. And to be honest, man, a lot of the women in my life, my sister loved the idea. My girl, they loved the idea, and they kept asking me like, "Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that?" And you got to listen to the women in your life, man. Listen to the women in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's the best life advice you can give. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. So then, was like, all right, let's put it together. And then we made, I kind of went through, made a lot of changes, made a lot of adjustments, and got it to McRae. And that's how we got to Stay.
Let's go. Congratulations. I love that. And challenging yourself as creatives, because we can get to blocks. I don't know if you hit blocks. I've been in blocks here and there lately, but we got to challenge ourselves to help get those creative juices flowing and prospering a little bit better, because we get too complacent sometimes. So you get Megalyn on board, you get Mo on board. I had the pleasure of chatting with Mo years ago, and I got to talk to him again right before talking to you when he did A Lot of Nothing, which, whoa, so inspiring. Can you tell me about bringing Mo? Because I know Mo helped out on producing and then getting some of these other cats on board involved. What was that experience like, learning from that brother and feeding all this into this and then getting into production?
Oh, it was amazing. So I scrambled up enough money to get a casting director. And so got to the casting director and we were talking about people that I was interested in for the role. And so I just immediately I'd seen Mo in a film, American Skin, and I was just like blown away by his performance in that. And I thought he had this real strength and presence, but also had that little bit of um it's not he had a little bit of not softness, but a little bit of like genuine, authentic
Mhm.
humanity in it. You know what I mean? Like he was playing a certain role that had committed him to be tough, but he had a humanity about that. And I was like, that's what this character needs, this film needs. So the cash register gets Mo, and then man, we sat down and we had lunch together in downtown LA. And when I tell you, I'm pitching the story and myself to Mo. He's like, "Go, you have 10 minutes, go." And he's looking at me, dead face, and I'm thinking in my head, "Wow, I've just ruined this whole lunch. I'm about to get out of here real quick." Like he is not liking this at all. He's just looking at me dead, like staring, no expression. And I'm just like, "Oh, I've ruined this whole thing." And come to find out, I talked to him more about what was this idea I had in the movie, and he's then smiled and broke. And then we had this great lunch, right? Like it was like the I was like, oh, this is about to be over in 10 minutes. And then he broke with this great lunch, and then he was like, yo, I really like this idea. I like the script. I like you. And so he's like, I'm on board, and he's like, I want to produce and help, really elevate this thing to the next level. And I was like, oh, that'd be great. And just coming off his experience of a lot of nothing, where he had done his own project, I was like, that's exactly. And then it was just like learning and listening and osmosis, and he was so helpful and so kind and so just like, here's some ideas, here's some thoughts, here's some tips. Like he was a part of the process the whole way of like making it into this transition for the first film. He's the MVP behind the scenes of just like producing, acting, getting all the elements together, and really helping me in terms of finding the vision and like following that vision and making sure we achieved it. And just a really good dude. And so we had that lunch, and then we were talking about the actresses, and so he was like, brought up Megalyn, and what a blessing to get Megalyn. He's like, I know her. He's like, I know her. She'd be great. And then she came in and she read some, read a little bit, and in that reading, I was like, oh man, there's Kiara, like right there, like right, you know what I mean? You're sitting there, he's like, boom, that's it. No, there's nothing else. And
Yeah.
so he was amazing in that, and then she was amazing in the film, and just lucky to have both of them just kill it.
Salute. Gotta definitely have the right couple to pull off
Yeah.
this tale. So amazing. So as you said, you come from like a Love Jones cat type of vibe, like love, but this is animosity. What was it like? Was there any like scenes or anything that, without spoiling for the people, that you're a little bit nervous about, putting those horror element vibes in there?
Yeah, man, like there's a lot of scenes in there where I was just like, this is gonna be well, the horror vibes, yes, because technically shooting, I mean, not giving anything away, like technically shooting those vibes on those type of days, like we had to do, makeup, hair changes and things like that. Like it's just technically speaking, like that was really challenging in terms of making the days. Um, and obviously not giving anything away, but the ending sequence, that was a very rough day, just in terms of on set emotionally with everybody, like just dealing with that. And so those are the hard days, but in terms of relationship stuff, what was hard was there's a lot of takes of those arguments, man.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There's a lot of takes of those, and we did a lot of it on set. And there's different. They took they it took made some choices and took some chances. And I'm telling you, man, on set while we were filming, everyone got emotionally tense and uncomfortable because we are watching it. And it was like everyone had to, take a lunch and take a little beat after those arguments. They were really intense, but they were great. Like those arguments are great, and they feel authentic. They feel real. They feel lived in. They feel like, we've all, sadly to say, had those type of arguments, and they killed it. So it was uncomfortable with the arguments because it was so real, right? Where we were all like, oh man, but the horror elements were technically like we have to get this done in the right amount of time in an interesting way.
Definitely. But that's what also is what we need. That's horrifying. Like,
Right.
especially when you're in relationships. I know I'm in a wonderful relationship. It's all about communication between my wife and I. Good communication is the key to everything. And that's what this film reminded me of. Good communication.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
amazing. I think you did an excellent job, my brother. Congratulations on this, Jazz.
thank you.
An amazing time. Really appreciate you. Can't wait to talk about your next film,
Oh man, I love that. Me too. Me
the next
too.
go round.
I
Definitely.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Everybody, that is writer, director Jas Summers. Go support ANDSCAPE and stay premiering on Hulu and Disney Plus on October 8th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes,
you know
sir.
Thank
you. Awesome. KUYA P, Nerds Rule the World. Hello. Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more Black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you,
rule.
nerds rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julie.
Nerds rule. Yes.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And
you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes. Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy KUYA P, Nerds Rule the World. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
Well, I was good until I saw that this is Nerds Rule the World. So are we talking about like everybody you interview is a nerd, right?
Oh, it's a legal requirement. It is.
It's a legal requirement.
Yeah.
Or are you, or the second you popped on screen, I was like, wait, are you supposed to be the queen nerd then?
I hope so. My handle is Heather is a nerd, so I am a professional at least.
Okay. But then you enter that whole question of like, well, if you're calling yourself a nerd, are you really a nerd? True nerd, would they call them? I don't know. I'm going to start going cross-eyed.
Going to psychoanalyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
And we'll record a backup as well.
Awesome.
Just keep an eye on your Zoom chat. That's where I'll give you timing cues and you're good to go.
Excellent. Thank you, Mia. Hello, Jazz. It's a pleasure to chat with you.
You too, man. You too.
Definitely. I think you're my new best friend because I saw that Love Jones was one of your inspirations as a filmmaker, mine as well, and that you're also part of the Niner Gang, Bang Bang Niner Gang. So,
bang bang. Okay, we're in there.
Let's go.
Of course, we're in there. I love it. I love it. Yeah, man.
Awesome. So yeah, thank you for your time, man. I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1 real quick. We're coming off the trailer, and we'll get right into the interview. Here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.